What is going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm MLB DFS Playbook Preview Show. We're looking at the Wednesday early slate. 6 games here on tap. We'll be live at 5 for the 6-game PM slate, so make sure you tune in that if you're looking for some nighttime baseball. But we got some early games for you here. Potentially some rain. Apparently, Arizona, Detroit's got the weather symbol. Philly, Chicago's got the weather symbol. Atlanta, Kansas City has the weather symbol. So 6 games could be 3. We do at least have the advantage of this being a day slate because they kind of have all day to kind of wait out the weather systems, as we've seen before, which is also frustrating if you play the early slate, because then you're waiting till like 6 p.m. for the contest basically to end because you're waiting on the other game to go on. So nonetheless, Freddie Peralta, Mackenzie Gore, your only 2 pitchers in the 9K tier. Shota Imanaga, Adrian Hauser, your 2 pitchers in the 8K range. Short slate pricing is in effect here. What are your thoughts, I guess, at pitching here, Grande?
Yeah, I mean, not the best pitching slate. We've had some good names just in tough spots. Freddie Peralta, after not having it was like a weird start of the year, right? Because Peralta was still good, but he wasn't, I feel like, missing as many bats. He's missing a lot of bats lately. He's basically, outside the Dodgers start, consistently got us 20 fantasy points. So it's a tough spot against the Cubs. 28 fantasy points against the Dodgers, 22 against the Mets. He had 18 against the Cubs. He had 24 against the Cardinals. Like, Peralta's really grooving right now. So I'm good with him. Obviously, we have to worry about the home runs from the Cubs. They do that a lot.
I feel like whenever I pitch him, I get the 5-inning, 7-hit, 3 earned game.
Does feel like that for me too, John.
Right? I never get the game that gives him the 12-4 record with the 130 strikeouts and the 2.8 ERA. I don't get that guy.
The 12-4 record is kind of the shocker to me there. Did not expect to see that.
I honestly, absolutely have not gotten any of his wins in like any time I've
played. Mackenzie Gore just has, I think, I don't know if it's the innings. I don't know what it is, but we've obviously hit a wall. And the strikeouts are gone. They were gone in June. They're gone in July. I'm not saying they can't come back, but they just haven't been around very often. So
the walk numbers are bad.
The pitch count is high, and he's just not the same pitcher as he was earlier in the year. Houston still does rank pretty well against lefties. I'm out. I guess you can go there.
I was going to say, actively losing more and more hitters, though, in their lineup.
That's true. They are. And maybe that's a reason why you go to Mackenzie Gore. You could play Shota. You could get a Shota bounce back here. Obviously, we touted him. He dominates the Yankees, dominates the Red Sox. Shota Imanaga, -10 fantasy points. Career high hits allowed, 12 to the Chicago White Sox. So just how it goes. We play a lefty against the White Sox. He gets rocked. We play the White Sox against the lefty. That lefty shuts him down. It's usually how it goes. But I'm okay with Shota. Just of the top 3. I don't think you mentioned Hauser. I think you stopped it.
I give him a mention, but I don't know. I'm necessarily going to go there against Philly with him. I understand how good he has been-ish, but
yeah, he's been good. It's just Philly's been good.
I would go back to Bayo, though. I mean,
yeah,
another fine start facing the Dodgers and Cubs, for his 2 starts out of the break. Giolito's doing what we expected Giolito to do in this start against Minnesota here tonight. I would expect Bayo to kind of bounce back and have himself a good start. Ryan Nelson's been really good. Obviously, we've talked, Detroit's offense is slumped a little bit, but then they hang 12 on Arizona on the Tuesday slate. I would still consider it. I mean, this guy is just really excelled in the starting rotation for Arizona. So some mid-tier options for us. But after that, I mean, I know you have Bailey Ober returning. I don't really want to necessarily go there. Ty Walker against the White Sox. people probably end up playing him. Jesus Luzardo did exactly what we said he was going to do on the preview show and in the live stream today, and just shut down this White Sox team. Nailed that one right on the head. Just strong performance out of Jesus Luzardo there. White Sox just not an offense that can get it done. So Walker's probably going to get some ownership here.
Yeah, he hasn't been good for fantasy, but he hasn't been like a fine real life pitcher for a guy who is like exiled from the rotation again.
Encouraged by the 83 pitches there.
Yeah, encouraged by the 83 pitches. I think you're right on the Bayo Nelson front. I think both those guys look pretty interesting. For a couple $100 more, I would rather probably just take a shot than like play Taiwan, but I get it. I don't think there's anything else that I would even consider. And John,
wait a minute.
Yeah,
wait a minute. So they DFA'd Rich Hill today.
Yes.
To make room for Dallas Keuchel.
Are we sure this is accurate? Is this? Let's do some research here.
I know they signed him. I remember the signing.
But like, do we have confirmation?
I think that's why they DFA'd Hill.
I don't see. I know. So they did not call him up yet.
Okay.
So when they DFA'd Rich Hill, they called up Thomas Hatch.
Okay.
So that's for tonight.
Yeah.
We're recording on Tuesday. They obviously did that for like Hatch is a reliever.
They get an extra bullpen arm.
Fangraphs has Dallas Keuchel.
It's happening.
Oh boy.
Another bad old lefty for Kansas City.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Sure. I mean, sure.
Joey Wentz is whatever. 81 pitches is at least good.
No, dude. I was looking at the Royals. I was looking at some research, doing the research for the Tuesday playbook. And I was just looking at some lefty stuff. Not that the Royals were facing lefty.
They're back to hitting well.
Dude, oh my God. They are destroying lefties.
Catcher. I guess Sean Murphy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Salvi and Murphy, your 4K $3,900 plays.
Yeah.
Here.
Don't guess. Just yes to Sean Murphy. Yes to Sean Murphy.
Okay. Small slate. Kyle Teal's down here at 28. They still got Del Castillo up. Could go here. Here versus Paddock.
Yeah.
Adrian.
Yeah.
Adrian versus Paddock at 29.
Adrian.
Danny Jansen, Milwaukee catcher for.
True. Is he gonna play here?
I don't know.
Probably, right? Probably plays.
It's a lefty, so it would be the split.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? It just feels like it's an automatic Perez Murphy play.
Yeah. For what it's worth, if Baldwin's in the lineup, I'd play him lefty. He's some good numbers against lefties. Like, let's face it, Dallas Keuchel has an 85-mile-an-hour fastball. He's not throwing it by Drake Baldwin.
I was gonna say, how hard did Dallas Keuchel actually throw last year?
It's gotta be mid 80s. It can't be faster than like 87 miles an hour. My final answer, 86.4. That's what I'm gonna go with. 86.4. You're better at this guessing stuff than me, but I'm gonna go 86.4.
I know. Let's see. How hard did Dallas Keuchel throw last season? 88.1.
That's such an upset that he threw 88 miles an hour.
He actually didn't register a four-seam fastball. He threw 57% sinkers at 88 miles an hour.
Okay.
His changeup was 81. He actually threw 30%. A cutter, 84.6. And then a slider at 78.6, which he threw 1% of the time. So sinker, change, cutter were the three pitches Dallas Keuchel threw last year.
Well, it's not changing.
No. So, anywho, first base. Again, pretty much everybody here outside of probably the Cubs. Olsen, Harper, probably, both of them, Keuchel and
Yes.
Hauser spots. Can play Salvi here. Nathaniel Lowe against Gusto, maybe.
I know Romy's been pretty bad. But if you remember before Ober's IL stint, he can't get righties out. Can't. I know Romy's obviously lefty killer, but he can't get lefties out for or righties, sorry. So if Romy's in the lineup, I'd play him.
Okay. Anything else for you?
I would play Pasquantino against Wentz. I don't care.
Okay.
He's very good. He's homering a lot. You mentioned Lowe. Josh Bell as well. He's been good. Vaughn, 2,800 against Shota. The Dimebacks are playing Tristan English a bunch since they traded Naylor. English was amazing at AAA. He hasn't been amazing at the major league level, but he's playing. So he's stone cold min salary against a guy who I don't really know why teams traded for him or wanted to trade for him. It didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Chris Paddock. So maybe the Tigers think that they can fix him. But yeah, English at 2K he's a decent bat.
Okay. Second base, Ketel Marte up at the top at 59 versus Paddock. Then you have Altuve versus Gore at 47. Albies, as bad as he's been, gets Keuchel at 4K.
How many Braves have double-digit ownership on the early slate? Over
Probably
or
a lot.
under?
I gotta imagine all of them.
Over under 6.5. Double-digit ownership projection. Obviously, if it ends like projection.
Yeah. I go 5.
You go 5.
Yeah. Murphy, Olsen, and the 3 outfielders.
Yeah, all 3.
And Riley, I guess. So yeah, okay. Go over.
6 and plus it could be 4 outfielders because if they put Ozuna in the lineup again,
yeah, that's fair.
It's over 6.5.
Yeah, over 6. Yeah,
dude, it's you're gonna see the Braves massive chalk. For what it's worth, I think Ketel Marte looks great against Chris Paddock. I think he looks awesome.
It's a big price, obviously.
It's a big price. Luis Garcia, Luis Garcia homered on the Tuesday slate. I think India's going to get a bunch of ownership. He had a 2-run double on the Wednesday. Did I say Wednesday? On the Tuesday slate, I meant for Garcia. India also going to lead off 3,400 against a lefty. He'll get a bunch of ownership there as well. I think those two are like clear value plays. And if David Hamilton obviously cracks the lineup, he might steal 77 bases. So you could always play him.
Third base. Where do you want to go?
Riley is the obvious answer. I think Alex Bregman is probably the best option because of what we know because of what we know how bad Bailey Ober is at getting righties. I think Bregman is the clear pivot. I'd love to see the ownership in the morning because I think Bregman, Riley, Garcia get all of it. All of it. I think those 3 players have all the ownership at third because we don't know if Eugenio is going to play and or ever play again for this team. So it's hard to really want to go there. But I think Bregman, Riley, Garcia just evaporate the ownership in all facets. Royce is fine. Colson Montgomery gets a righty here. Like he'll get some ownership because he has multi-position eligibility. But I have a hard time believing, based on the prices too for Bregman, Riley, Garcia, that you need to like do anything else here. Like why? Why do you feel the need to? Those 3 players are in great spots and all too cheap when they're going good.
Yep, I agree. Shortstop, Trey Turner's up at the top. Bobby Witt versus lefty and Wentz at 56. CJ Abrams, it's Gusto. Michael Garcia with the dual positional eligibility here. It feels pretty easy to spend up at this point.
Easy. Any of them. Any and all. And Abrams did it again. He has multiple stolen bases on Tuesday because all he's doing is getting on and running automatically. He got thrown out trying to steal third, so he tried to get a third stolen base. Witt is amazing again. Trey Turner's been great all year. None of them have as many RBIs as Geraldo Perdomo. Just don't forget that 73 on the year. Just an unfathomable number that he has that many. Trevor, don't know his middle name story, is fantastic here. And we had talked about it on Tuesday.
Yep. Soft, hard stuff.
You have been talking about it ad nauseum for months, yelling it, screaming it. Whoever will listen about how Trevor Story only hits fast or slow throwers.
Yeah.
And he deposits another home run on a.
His homer tonight was at a 80-mile-an-hour changeup.
I mean, dude, it's just. Floyd Mayweather, John once said, the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, and we're going to get another guy in Bailey Ober who's not fast. He throws a low 90s fastball. I honestly, I'd be surprised if Bailey Ober was over 91 miles an hour, 92. I don't think he throws faster than that. So Trevor Story looks great. I think the Red Sox are in a great spot again, especially Ober struggles against righties. Story is better against righties, and he's great against soft stuff. Great play.
Any other? That's probably it, right?
Yeah, Correa left. That would probably be the only other option I would even mention.
Outfield again: Acuna, Schwarber, Carroll, Kyle Tucker, and PCA have the tougher matchups. You can always go there. James Wood at 5K. I mean, hard to find a bad play here.
Hard to find a bad play. Ronald will be super chalk. Corby looks great. Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking you off any of these guys. Not a single one.
Oh, mid-tier options for us. I keep going back to Boston, I guess.
Yeah, 3-hole hitter, Jarren Duran, for sure. Willier, you can play Castellanos if you want. Profar's been really good against lefties specifically. So Profar will be mega chalk. Roman Anthony, great. Carpenter, great. McKinstry is fine. Cam Smith gets a lefty. Ozuna's homered in back-to-back games. Luis Robert let us down, but we're running right back to the well.
Yep.
It's late.
Sure.
Grishik gets a lefty. Ooh, dude. I'm telling you, the Royals look good, dude. Randall Grishik, 3,500. He smashed another home run against a lefty in his first game with the Royals because that's what Randall Grishik does, right? Like
he just pinch hit, walked, and then Kyle Isabel just had a bases clearing, bases loaded double. Royals up 7-3 now in the 6th.
They've been really good offensively lately. And it's coming at a terrible time because they do have a lot of interesting pieces to sell. And now I don't think they're winning enough to for that to matter, but their offense has been good. And they lost Bubic for the year. Reagans is hurt. It seems like a lost season, but that offense has been better. Grishik looks great here. Andrew Benintendi is back, kind of. Sure. Double dong the other day. I don't know what else. I don't know if there's anything else that's super necessary.
No, I agree. Not much here. Kyle Isabel's lefty. All right, let's figure out our lineup. I think we are in on Bayo, and then
I would probably play Peralta. I know it's a tough spot. I would probably go Peralta, but would you go Gore? You
Murphy, Riley.
Man, I like Bregman so much, dude. But I get the Riley one. I'm just saying. Story.
Profar. Can we get Acuna in this lineup? 3350.
You can play Trevor Story here.
Story's 39. We need some straight up punts. What's your Diamondbacks play here? English.
Yeah, I mean Grishik. Well, let's leave it there. We'll leave it there.
Bayo, Peralta, Murphy, English, Riley, Story, Profar, Acuna getting our Braves in here against Dallas Keuchel apparently starting for the Royals in this game. So we'll have the full lineup in the Discord for you guys. If you have any early slate questions, make sure you hit us up in there and hit us in the chat here, comment section of this show. We'll be live at 5 to break down the PM slate for everybody. So we appreciate you all tuning in, and we will catch you guys later.